Alright, after using iOS 26.3 Beta 2 for a couple days, we have some takeaways, and spoiler alert, as was the case with Beta 1, there is nothing really new in this build. We've talked about the major changes for the EU that are coming in Beta 1 already and all of that stuff, so we're going to skip over that, make this video short for you today, and just show you some of the highlights and what to expect next. So jumping right into it, if you did miss that initial video, if we go to Settings, General, and About, you can see the second beta has a full build number of 23D5103D. Now, this is a D build still as a Beta 2 after 4 weeks without a beta. That is somewhat interesting. Obviously, the delay in releases makes sense with the holidays and all that, but you would imagine this to be closer to a C or B build before so much time's passed. What's crazy about it is historically the last 3 years or so, these betas have all come out with the regular releases for their 0.3 by the end of January. That is looking like a stretch right now, considering right here we have basically 2 more weeks left, 2 more Mondays I should say, in the month to get this out. I don't think that that's going to happen necessarily. I do think that on the 19th, it is very possible for us to get an RC instead of a beta, but that D build is what causes pause and makes me think we also could get a third beta, then the RC on the 26th, and then the full release around the 2nd or so. That is much more in line with somewhat of a release timing that I think you guys can expect. So don't expect January necessarily this year. Beginning of February definitely seems more in line with what's possible for this release. Now, off of that as well, if you like looking at those Geekbench scores, we did run a Geekbench on this, and you can see it's actually ever so slightly down from Beta 1. So, Beta 1 came out in December. You can see this had a 3808 single core score with a 9779 multi-core, and now here we are a little down. Our single core is only 3774 and multi is 9605. Again, as we always say, these are not true real life examples of what you're going to see if you're just scrolling, browsing, messaging, calling people, unless you're like going crazy and like slamming through your phone and just going absolutely crazy. This is going to be irrelevant to you guys, but I know some of you numbers folks out there like to see it, so here you go. And as far as how it relates to the other builds, you can see it's pretty much on par with the other betas. Nothing new or surprising here either, nonetheless. Again, I've had no issues with it jumping around as we did in our introductory video for this, going into our ads or our apps, I should say, and just scrolling through. I mean, it's pretty seamless. There has been, again, nothing really new in regards to these builds. No new splash screens, no real new features except for that transfer to Android tool that we talked about before. So yeah, it is going to be a very minor update with these features. It's more bug fixes and stability improvements. Now, one thing I do though want to talk about is watchOS 26.3 Beta 2, because this has been more disappointing than the actual iOS. iOS battery life has been somewhat consistent, performance, like I said, right on par. That's not the case here with watchOS. I've seen significant delays if you have the little widget for your messenger app, and I will see, let's just say, an unread notification here, but it would be nothing on the phone. It just didn't clear off the watch. It was from that last notification I got, which is definitely strange, but equally unhappily is the case that battery life again is taking a plunge here. It is just not being as consistent as it was prior. It is intermittently already charging between 100 and 80% on its smart charging for no apparent reason. On days I would traditionally always see 100%, it would just go to 80. So I'm not sure what's going on with watchOS in that regard. As far as opening apps and everything, I mean, watchOS is watchOS. It's recording workouts perfectly fine. You can see it scrolling, slight little lag. But that was just one concern I did want to call out in this video for you guys that actually do use watchOS betas as well. So that's it for this one. Let me know in the comments down below, how are these betas treating you? What do you want to see? And let me know what you guys think. Let me know the state of iOS for you guys in the comments below, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.